share today. Lots of people know you in the room, but there's still people here that don't know who you are. And we often hear, well, Gretchen's just successful because she's an influencer. So everything is easier for her because she can just post and everybody buys. So I would love for people to get to know you and who you are. So why don't we start off with that?
Thank you. Yes, I've heard that many times. And, I didn't know that there was a picture. Oh, here comes my naked belly. So sorry about that. Didn't know that picture was coming. That's okay. So I started this business in 2020 and I had 800 followers. I had never really been on Instagram. I posted here and there, but this is something that I learned as I did it. It wasn't something that I walked into, and I think that that is a misconception, and that's fine if people think that. But something I like to say about myself is that I am fueled by a vision and a lot of delusion. I am unnecessarily confident in so many aspects of my life, and I think my dad just put so much confidence into me, but I also have a lot of delusion. So when I saw this business, right, Carly, who's my upline, I saw her posting about the Lumi. We were just kind of like mutual friends. We went to the same hairdresser, and I saw her posting about it, and I was like, what is that? I want that thing. And then I got it. I couldn't figure out how to put my credit card information into the system, so Carly bought it for me, and I Venmo'd her. I couldn't figure out how to make an account. It was a joke of a process for me. And then she started telling me about the business. And when I first started, I obviously became obsessed with the Lumi. But I was like, I will never build a team. I come from corporate America. I was a sales manager in corporate America, so I was extremely burnt out. I did not want to manage people. I did not want to do any of that. So I said, I will never do that side of it. I just want to sell this Lumi because I'm obsessed with it. I had zero idea that this was an MLM. Amanda and I actually asked Carly, we were like, we said on our stories, it is not an MLM. And Carly was like, I just want to let you know, like, it is. And we were like, oh my gosh, guys, so sorry, I guess it is, but it was just so straightforward. It was so black and white. We were sharing links for products that we liked. We started to get introduced to other products. And then I had a conversation with Taylor, and she told me the dream of the business, and she showed me paychecks, and she showed me money, and she showed me what this business has done for people and the millions and millions of dollars and the lives that it has created and the freedom, I can say that right, and the freedom that it's created. And I was like, I want that. So I'm not an overthinker. I'm very simple-minded, but I saw what the vehicle is in Nu Skin, and I said, I'm all in. And I have been all in since day one. I have never, ever let my foot off the gas. I had my perfect baby girl in July, and I was able to not be on calls every single day, all day long, but I have always been, I call them the 3 pedals. It's getting customers, getting subscriptions, and getting affiliates. And from day one, and still to this day, I have been 3 pedals down to the metal. Is that how I say it? Since then. And I have never ever let my foot off the gas, and I don't plan to, because I feel a lot of responsibility for the people who trust me. And I feel a lot of responsibility for the people who they get up with me at 5:30 in the morning and we have coffee together, and then we're on calls and we're coaching their people, and we're, like Kyle said, we were giving them they're borrowing our confidence, right? I am that person. They are looking at me all day long. What am I doing? And I operate, I said this on stage the other day, but no one owes me anything, right? Like, just because they're on my team and we've done this together and maybe I've taught them this, I truly don't think that anybody owes me anything. I don't think the world owes me anything. I don't think anyone owes me to sit there and watch my stories or believe what I say or do what I'm doing. But no one will ever say that I have told them to do something that I am not doing myself, and I do it every single day, and I do it in front of them. I I never want someone to say that I want to be the hardest worker in the room. My 3 team elites who are here with me, Amanda, Lacey, and Bree, we are the hardest working people on our team, and they know that, and they want to match that, and we are right there in the trenches with them every single day, and we always have been, and we really don't have any plans to slow that down.
Okay, so a lot of people might, and you answered this just a little bit, but talking about the secret sauce, right? You were in London, there as a team elite yourself, and then you went to Switzerland, you doubled, and then now here we have 4, and you've already have an achiever to go to South Africa, right?
Yep.
So what is that secret sauce? How do you continue to keep growing? And the other thing is, let's talk about links. That's a really big misconception of, oh, it's easy, let's just post a link, move on.
Yeah.
Is that really how you do your business?
No. Amanda and I have actually tested this out, but we've posted links on our stories and seen how many people check out, and it's literally like 5%. We do that for people who they don't want to have a conversation. If you guys don't remember, back in 2020 when we all started, you know how we had like the swipe up thing? Well, you couldn't have that unless you had 10,000 followers, and we started with less than 1,000. So we didn't have that. Our entire business was built in the DMs, and it still is to this day. Like 99% of what we sell, obviously the recruiting conversations, all of that is in the DMs. And I like to remind everyone that a no doesn't stop me, and a yes doesn't slow me down. So when someone says yes, and this is more of like the recruiting side of things, but when someone says yes to the business, that's great. I'm going to show you I'm going to teach you a business, right? And I'm going to show you what to do. But at the end of the day, we're all grown women for the most part, some men, but you're either going to do it or you're not. It doesn't slow me down. I don't put all of my excitement into one person because they don't owe me anything. This is a free business, right? But I'm going to teach you a business. Artemis taught us this once. She related it to, am I going in the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. I go on tangents. I'm really not that great of a speaker. So Artemis told us this. The business is like going to the gym when you're teaching someone the business, right? I can bring you into the gym. I can be working out right alongside you. I can give you a blueprint of a workout plan, but I can't put muscle in your own body, right? And I say that to almost everyone who starts. This is the business. This is what it is. Don't overcomplicate it. It's really not that complicated when you peel back the onions, right? And then a no doesn't stop me. People have said no to me my entire life. I've had people say some wild things to me. So if I put up a story or I put up something for recruiting or I message someone and they say no, it does not stop me. It actually like gives me a little bit of a wiggle and it fuels me to keep going, right? It does. And so as far as links go, it's cool, right? To put them up on your stories and to put the recruiting posts up on your stories. And I have like that form that some people fill out. To be honest, that isn't what moves the needle. That isn't the juice. That isn't the secret sauce. The secret sauce in this business is relationships. We all know that. We are in the business of people, not products. Mm-hmm. Like the products sell themselves. We are so lucky to be a part of this company where all of the science and all of the effort is done for us, right? They do that for us. The products sell themselves. I can tell someone all of the stats and the facts, which you cannot filter, about the collagen, sell it, right? So we're in the business of people. And if you cannot learn how to build a relationship with your people, if your people do not know that you would run through a brick wall for them, if your people do not know that you would be on a call with them at 9 p.m. if it meant that it would help them, then you're not going to move the needle in your business, in my opinion. And it's just so much about building that strong relationship on your stories, with your customers, with your team. There's no such thing, this is like kind of a stupid statement, but there's no such thing as like a bad relationship. And what I mean by that is on social media, right? Build a relationship with everyone, right? Because even if that person never becomes a customer, that person never becomes an affiliate, that person might tell their best friend about you. Oh, I just saw this really great salad dressing recipe from my friend Ashley on Instagram, and it's great, and you blah blah blah. That person who might never become a customer or an affiliate, but she just referred you someone who might become the next blue diamond on your team. There is no such thing, and you have to move. I think one of the secret sauces is speed, right? When I learned about this business, when I saw the money, when I saw that comp plan, I said, let's move. And let's keep going and going and going. And the speed, I think, that I take every day is, it has worked out.
I think it has, right? Okay, so you talked about leading from the front, being the hardest worker on your team with your team elites here in the room. You've hit a lot of massive titles and a lot of incredible accomplishments in a short amount of time. What is still fueling you to keep going? As you shared in a post the other day in your stories, her schedule. Did anyone see that? She posted her schedule and saying, here's what I'm doing. And I'm thinking, she just had a new baby. She's 4-star platinum. It's from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day, working and leading from the front. So tell me, what is driving you to continue to work as hard as you are?
It's my daughter, to be totally honest, but we are in hyper growth mode. We shot up, we've hit 4-star platinum multiple times, and we're gonna hit it again and again and again. And we are just in that season of what is everyone's vision? What does everyone want out of this? This is way more than skincare. This is way more than supplements. This is something that can change every single person who we touch's lives in any sort of aspect. But when I put my feet on the ground in the morning, I think about my daughter and I think about what I can create for her and the life that I want her to have. And that, there's no bigger fuel than that. There's no bigger need for any other information. I don't need to know anything else. If I can understand that if I can create a business that will be passed on to my daughter, she'll never, there was a time in my life when I had a 400 credit score, right? I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. I didn't know how to put a roof over my head. I've never had a family member give me $1. And if I have a vehicle in front of me, I owe it to myself and I owe it to my daughter. And I could never, ever imagine saying, sorry, Lennon, we can't do this, or you can't do this, or this isn't something that we're able to do, because mom was too afraid to do that. She was too afraid to take that chance. She was too afraid to have that crucial conversation, have that tough conversation. I will never, ever disappoint my daughter like that. And I will get on the phone with anyone. I will talk to my team from sun up to sundown, because I realize what this business can do and what this vehicle is. This comp plan, guys, is insane. I have been around comp plans so many times. I've been in sales my entire life. I've seen comp plan after comp plan after comp plan. And Nathan Rick said that in his Driving Lines video. He said, when I was at Verizon, I looked at the comp plan and I saw where they paid me the most amount of money. Go do that. That's what the company wants you to do, and that's where they're going to pay you the most for it. Go get it. Go follow the comp plan. Don't try to overcomplicate this. This is what they want us to do. This is where they're going to pay us. Awesome. If you let your emotion, you have to remove emotion from business, which is very hard as I'm up here crying. But remove emotion from it, right? People are going to leave. Adversity is going to hit. Stuff is going to suck sometimes. Remove it from your brain. This is a business. You see the comp plan, follow it. Go follow the money, the amount of money. And everyone's like, oh, taboo, money. We have seen, right, Kyle and Trish, we have seen what money can do for your life. Go earn it. Go get it. Nobody owes you anything. You owe yourself everything. Let's go get it.
Love that. Okay, the last question that I have for you, because you brought up adversity, and we're all going through hard things. People leave. You recently had a giant leg Blue Diamond team leave this year. How were you able to handle that and continue to run with your blinders on?
This is going to sound really contradictory. Maybe. I don't think about it a lot. There's no point. Thinking about that does not make me $1. I can learn from it. I can say, could I have done something different? Sure, but I control the controllables. What I can control happens between my 2 ears. What I can control is my action. I can't control those people. They honestly don't owe me anything. And at the end of the day, I really don't think about it. I keep moving. I put my foot in front of the other when I wake up in the morning, and yeah, I hear a lot like, oh, blah, blah, blah. They want to talk about it. They want to talk about it. That does not make me $1. That actually takes money out of my family's pocket, which is something that I will not do. So, to be honest, I don't think about it.
That's fantastic. And then as a wrap-up question to that, as a leader, when everyone's coming at you and they're saying this and they're talking about leaving, did you see this person leave? How do you lead from the front? How are you sharing to everyone else? And I think I know the answer is probably confidence, right? But what do you tell your team?
When they're talking about like other companies and such?
When that individual left, like how do you continue leading them to have that confidence like you do?
When a leader leaves,
this is why I love her.
Sorry, I'm
So
minded.
as we were just talking about, the blue diamond leg left.
Yeah.
And how do you continue to lead? What do you say to your team?
Like the people underneath that person? Let's go.
Well,
They want they want to go in the drama with you.
How do you get people out of the drama?
They
Ashley, would you like to have a seat? You're doing great.
I think if I'm going to be so transparent, the drama's pathetic. Like, it doesn't make us why? Like, okay, let's talk about it over a cocktail. Cool. Then let's make some effing money. Like, I to be totally transparent, it doesn't do anything for us. I don't understand the reason to talk about it. Is there something to learn? Sure, let's look into it. Is there something we maybe did wrong? Cool. Am I gonna lose sleep over that? No, it's speed. Like, let's get to work. There's, what is talking about it? What is going into the drama? What is that going to do for your business? What is that going to do for your child? What is that going to do for your future family? What is that going to do for the world? It does nothing. They don't owe us anything. They left. Awesome. I wish them success. I really do. Because I don't want that energy in my life. That energy doesn't make me millions and millions of dollars. Doesn't make my people millions and millions of dollars. I don't need it. I don't want to be around it. I don't talk. We just really, we laugh about it, sure, but we really don't concentrate on it, to be totally honest. We have work to do. We all do. So let's get off the ship and let's get to work.